is their miniatures. And you can see their actual size in the behind-the-scenes footage. Now, a lot of Peter Jackson's King Kong was created using state-of-the-art computer animation, but for the movie, he wanted to ground those visual effects in real, tangible environments. So he built over 800 large-scale miniature environments like these two. We actually have these two miniatures coming up on our left, and what I want to do is take you down to sea level so you can look at them from the point of view of the camera. But first, a little movie magic, ladies and gentlemen. Part the waters. Yes, it's the parting of the Red Sea. An oldie but a goodie here on the Universal Studios Tour. So on the way in, you mean? I wouldn't want to be the person on the way in. Or is it, have they done the transfer? Have they already thought of it with the people on it? Now, folks, this tranquil lagoon isn't actually that tranquil. This is the original Black Lagoon from the cult classic The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And you may want to pick your personal belongings up off the tram floor because we're going in. This is also where Norman dumped his victim in Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins. Over here on your left is where the signal comes from for NBC Sports, Telemundo, and our news channels.
Thank you.
These sets we call Little Europe because they can look like many of the cities in Europe simply by changing the language on the street signs and on the buildings. That was Rome for Ron Howard's Angels and Demons. Tortuga for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3. Working out on our Little Europe sets recently, The Good Place with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. And these really colorful sets over here on the left are for Criminal Minds Beyond Borders with Gary Sinise. Just beyond that, some of the sets from Home and Family, a variety show on the Hallmark Channel over there on the left. And coming up at stage 50, ladies and gentlemen, we shot some key scenes from the series Bones, starring David Boreanaz. David Boreanaz came onto the scene in the 90s playing the vampire with the soul Angel in Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of him. And there he is with the trench coat on. And he had an interesting time starting out. They were looking for an actor to play across from Sarah Michelle Gellar in Buffy to be her romantic interest. And he was a vampire, but he was a good guy. But sometimes he was a bad guy. So he had to be tall, dark, handsome, mysterious, charismatic, all of these things. And the casting department saw literally hundreds of guys. They just couldn't find the right guy. They couldn't find the guy they were looking for. Until one of the casting director's friends approached her at a yoga class and said, "Hey, listen, you still looking for that actor? Because there's a guy on my block who walks his dog, and I'm telling you, he looks like exactly what you're talking about." But what did they have to lose, right? So they approached him. He read for the part and got it. That's how David Boreanaz got his start. Now I'm walking my dog all over Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. I don't actually have a dog. I borrowed Gus's dog, but it can happen. After that, Boreanaz had a spin-off from that series, his own series called Angel, and now Bones. This is his third series that's gone into syndication, which means over 100 episodes.